Hey guys, today we're talking about BMR and Tdee. BMR is your basal metabolic rate. That's actually the amount of calories your body burns just functioning and being awake. So this is literally how many calories you're burning just sitting on the couch, maybe watching TV. TDEE, or total daily energy expenditure, is your BMR plus all the daily activities you're doing. Now that's going to include your daily exercise, NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis, so getting up and walking around, doing laundry, going to the kitchen, the grocery store, even sitting and typing. It could also include the thermic effect of food. So essentially, when we're trying to set up a calorie intake and macronutrients, we want to start with these two areas first, your BMR and your total daily energy expenditure. So let's start first with your BMR. Now, this is going to be a little different for everyone. However, we can use a baseline kind of formula. What we like to do is take body weight times 10. As an example, if you weigh 140 pounds, you would take that times 10. 1,400 calories a day would be your estimated BMR, or how many calories you're burning just being awake and sitting on the couch. Now, do keep in mind that with all of this, if you have any kind of hormonal imbalance or metabolic issue such as hypothyroid, PCOS, diabetes, or insulin resistance, the laws of thermodynamics still apply. However, the calories out equation does change a little bit. So you do want to keep that in mind for yourself and understand that this is just a baseline and everyone's going to be a little bit different. Now that we have that down, let's move on to total daily energy expenditure. You're going to use a multiplier, okay? Again, everyone's going to be a little bit different. This is a nice and easy way to go about estimating how many calories maybe you're burning a day. We can start here with if you're sedentary. Okay, maybe your job just consists of you sitting at a desk for 8 to 9 hours a day. You don't do any purposeful exercise. Maybe you're going on some walks. Then you would multiply your BMR times 1.2. How about if you're lightly active? So if you're exercising 1 to 3 times a day, maybe you do still have a sedentary job sitting at a desk, then you would use the multiplier 1.2 to 1.35. Again, you would take your BMR times that. Gives you a nice range. Next, maybe you're moderately active. So you're exercising 3 to 5 days a week. Maybe your job includes sitting at a desk, but you also get up and walk throughout that time. Maybe you have kids, and so you're very active. So your multiplier would be 1.4 to 1.55. How about very hard exercise? If you're doing intense exercise 6 to 7 days a week, maybe you're training twice a day, maybe your job has you being very active, you're very active with your kids and family. Your multiplier is 1.6 to 1.75. Lastly, extra active. You're working out extra hard 6 to 7 days a week, maybe twice a day. You have a hard, laborious job. Perhaps you're on your feet a lot. You perform manual labor. Your multiplier is going to be 1.8 to 1.95. Okay? So how does that all tie together? What does this mean for you? Well, this is how you can start finding your baseline or your maintenance calorie intake that you should need. For example, taking this up here for the BMR, a body weight of 140, we multiplied that by 10 and got 1,400 calories a day just as our baseline BMR. Let's say this person does the Grown Strong, the GS60. Let's call that, they work out 3 to 5 days a week. So let's call that moderately active. we're gonna use the multipliers 1.4 to 1.55. If we take 1400 multiplied by 1.4, that's 1960 calories a day that this person might be burning. We could also use the 1.55 and multiply that by our 1400, and that's 2170 calories a day that this person might be burning. Now, this gives you a nice range here so that you can start to see, okay, this is a nice starting point. This is where I would like to decide if this is my maintenance and stay here for a little while as you start out determining if you have good energy, if you're seeing body composition change, if your performance increases. These would be your starting points, okay? And again, this isn't 100% exact, but this is a nice way that you can get started. So I hope this helps you get started on finding out your BMR and your total daily energy expenditure.